Hello. So today we're going to dive deeper into dividing these numbers. And I'm going to show you a few tricks which may refresh your memory. I shouldn't say tricks, just refresh your memory. So let's get started. Okay. And I have taken these numbers from online problems so I know they work out better than the one I made up yesterday. The one I made up yesterday turned out to be kind of hard. So these are a little bit bigger numbers, but never fear. If you know the math, it doesn't matter how big the number is. So we've got 9. Oh my gosh. That really doesn't work. Let me erase that. So we've got 9 and 2/5 divided by 1 and 1/3. Alright. So anytime you divide two mixed numbers, your first step is to convert them to improper fractions. And the way we do that is we multiply here and we add here. So 5 times 9 is 45. 45 plus 2 is 47. So we've got 47 over 5 divided by. Very important. Do not skip steps. Please do not skip steps. You're going to confuse yourself. Okay, we multiply here, we add here. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then we keep the denominator. So now we have 47/5 divided by 4/3. But we're not done. We need to change, flip, because that's the action, and everybody's going to know how we're dividing fractions. So we keep 47 over 5. We change the division sign to the opposite of division, which is multiplication. And then we flip 4 over 3 to become 3 over 4. 3 over 4. So, the online worksheet really gave us a doozy here, but we can figure it out. So, 47 times 3, 21, carry the 2, 141. So we got 141 on top, and 5 times 4 is 20, so we got 20 on the bottom. Alright, now there's no simplifying that we can do, so we've just got to divide. 141 divided by 20. So we know 20 goes into 100 5 times. And 100 plus 20 is 120. So that's 6 times. And 120 plus 20 is 140. So that's 7 times. So 7 times 20 is 140. And when we subtract that, we've got 1 left over. So we have 1 over 20. So our final answer to 9 and 2/5 divided by 1 and 1/3 is 7 and 1 over 20. So our online worksheet really led us in a difficult direction because that wasn't a very easy problem. But we did it, so I'm proud of you guys. So let's do another one. And then we're going to get into a little review. Six and 1/12 divided by 4 and 2/5. And if I was to guess, just by looking at this problem, I would say that our worksheet has taken us in another hard direction. However, you're smart, so we can figure this out. 12 times 6 is 72. 72 plus 1 is 73. Over 12 divided by, please don't skip that step. I know you want to go ahead and flip it, but don't. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. So 22 over 5. Now we keep 73 over 12. Change divided by to multiply. And we flip 22 over 5 to 5 over 22. Why? Because that's the action. Now everybody knows how we divide fractions. Okay. So our online worksheet gave us a very difficult problem again. But just like I said before, if you know the process, we can figure it out. So 73 times 5, 15, carry the 1, 35, 36, 365 over 22 times 12, 4, 4, 2, 2, 264, 264. Now, I don't know why in the world they would do that problem, because that's not a very good problem. that would be hard for me. But as we can see, I'm going to show you a shortcut. As we can see, 264 will only go into 365 once, because if we do it twice, this 2 is going to be at least a 4, if not a 5, maybe even a 6. So let's do this once. And then let's subtract 264. 101. So we have 101 over 264. And believe me, guys, if you were able to figure that out, you can do anything, because that was hard. But the reason that we subtract 264 from 365 is because 264 times 1 is 264. But again, I'm pretty confident that you'll never see a problem like that. But if you do, now you know how to figure it out. Now we're going to get to what I hope are some easier problems. So 1/4 divided by 7. Now, if you remember from several videos ago. Anytime you see a whole number, the number under it is always 1. So actually, if you think about it, that means every whole number in the world is actually a fraction. So we don't have anything to convert, so we're just going to keep the 1/4, change the division to multiplication, and flip the 7/1 into a 1/7. Because why? Because that's the action. Now everybody's going to know how we're dividing fractions. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 times 7 is 28. So our answer to 1/4 divided by 7 is 1/28. Or just 1/28 if you feel more comfortable saying it like that. Now the last one that we're going to do is similar to the one that we just did, except that we're going to have our whole number on this side. Now every whole number has what underneath? 1. Right. Now we're going to keep 4/1, change to multiplication because that's the opposite of division, and flip 2/6 to 6/2. Now we can multiply straight across. 4 times 6 is 24, and 1 times 2 is 2. Now we just divide. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So our final answer to 4 divided by 2, 6 is 12. And sometimes it's easier just to go about the steps rather than to think about the logic behind it. Now trust me, I know I do that a lot. I think about the logic behind things all the time, but I promise you sometimes if you do that, you'll just confuse yourself. So, this is Mr. Beatty signing off. We'll look at more fractions next time, and I'll see you then. Peace.